looked like she was kind of twerking with him a little bit to me now.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got to follow you now. So the guy brought his girl to the concert. She got on stage.
She got on stage.
Okay, I'm with you.
Left him on the front row. Dude on the front row. And the thing about it is the cameras were like showing her and then going back to him to see his reaction after what she was doing.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah.
And everything was cool. And then all of a sudden they let the curtain down and you could see the shadow in the back. And it kind of got uncomfortable then. So I want to know, Coach, if that's your old girl that you with,
yeah,
what you doing? Are you sitting there watching that?
Well, first of all, I'm going to blame the guy because I'm a coach. And you got to do your reconnaissance. And you got to know tendencies. If you know your girl is a booger bottom, you don't get front row seats to where she can have access to be booger bottomed.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, you don't.
Yeah, you feel? Hey. You got to know, as a coach, you got to know your competition and who you're playing with now.
Because that ain't a first date.
That ain't no first date.
That ain't a first date. You know her and you know how she is. And if you done been dancing with her, so you know how she likes to dance.
You know what that's like, Coach?
And
you know what that's like, Coach? That's like running the stretch play and my defensive end gave up contain.
Oh yeah.
And the ball just rolled off the table.
That joker lost contain big time. Let me go and tell you, he lost contain, he fumbled, whatever you want to say. He did everything wrong that night.
That's a penalty.
He can't, dude. That's a straight penalty. Folks, I want to apologize. We will have our whistles back next time because that is definitely a 15-yard personal foul penalty. That's a loss of down.
I blame the guy.
That's a loss of down.
What you say, Unc?
Well, look, let me tell you. First of all, the first time that camera panned to me,
ain't no doubt,
would have been the last time that camera panned
no
to me.
doubt.
Because when they pan back, I'm gone.
Ain't no doubt.
She gonna find a way home.
Soon as she climbed over that rail, started walking.
We out.
Listen, it'd have been. I'm this petty. It'd have been some extra room in my car. I'd have turned on my Uber or Lyft drive for after.
No doubt.
So I could get my money back for the ticket I paid to watch her get up there and just, act a plum fool.
No doubt.
It got to happen.
No doubt. Hey, I don't. You know what I'd probably done for real? Because I saw this on TikTok last week, where this girl did this to her boy. She caught him cheating on her. So she didn't say nothing to him. So she acted like she was doing something nice for him and taking him up to the gas station or something about 10 miles from their house. He got out the car, went inside, and she drove off. and then told him, said, tell your girl to come get you. Yeah. So I'd have probably done something petty like that, because I can be petty when it comes to things like that.
I love petty.
I tell you what, me and Petty best friends when it comes to things like that. You cannot put me out there like that. But boys, guys, listen here. Coach Hart's right. You gotta do your homework, gotta do your scout report. You gotta know your opponent. And when you if something like that happens to you, what that means is you didn't do your homework. You didn't study your opponent enough.
That's right.
But Coach, part of that is the technique, and you're the linebacker coach. Like we can get to some technique. Like how do we defend that?
Coach's
corner right here,
Coach's corner. We're gonna get to some technique right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about start and stands first. Okay, that's what you gotta do as a linebacker. So here you go. You want your feet about shoulder width apart in a comfortable stance. Now, there are some coaches that teach a wider stance. If you get that from a coach, the reason why is he's trying to stop you from false stepping, okay? But what I like to do is get in a comfortable stance, right up in your feet, toes pointed towards your action, because your eyes take your feet take your hands. Now, for all you little kids, like Marvel Comics, Superman, DC, Superman, you stick your chest out, right? Stick your chest out, get a good bend at the ankles and the knees, and you settle down. And I don't like when you rest your hands here. Have your hands ready for action. Your hands are up, and I'm good and protected. I got my soft spot protected, and I got good flexibility. Now, what that chest out does is when you turn to the side, it flattens your back. So now my back is flattened. All right, I'm looking fine now, okay? Got it sitting out there looking fine, and I want to be on the instep of my toes. All right, the big foot, the big toe, that's where you want your weight at, on the balls of your feet. And I want to be able to slide a piece of paper under my heel. A lot of guys lean too much. That's why you see on tape, coach, they get to doing this and stumbling forward. You don't want that. You too much up on your legs, on your toes. So you just want to be able to slide a piece of paper. You won't be able to tell my feet are up. My knees are going to be bent in a little bit just because I got the weight on my big toe, my instep right here. Now I can step and replace, or I can drop into my zone coverage coming off of that big toe and that step, okay? So that's this angle here. As you see me down in a good step, I got Z's in my knees and my legs is what we call that. And now you see me here front, and you can see the bend, slight bend inside with my knees, and I'm ready to strike with my elbows tight to my body because I want to strike here with thumbs up and elbows tight, okay? That's how you do it. That's your stance. That's your start at playing linebacker, all right? We're getting all the other technique when we recruit you and you come here and play for the Buffs.
I got to say this, Coach. Having seen the London video and the brother leaning over the rail watching this girl on stage, had he done any of that technique, this would have been horrendous.
Ain't no doubt. If all he had to do was get in the stance. He'd got in the proper stance, put Z's in the knees.
Z's in the knees.
And he could have put some deuces on her that night for sure.
Good ankle, knee, hip flexibility, baby. That's what we talking about.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of London, I got a little surprise for y'all.
Uh-oh.
I ain't told anybody this because it just happened last night.
Ooh, what we got?
Just happened last night, man. First of all, I've never been out of the country. I've been out of the country. It's just been like the Caribbean, Mexico, places like that. You know?
That's where you take a book bottle.
That's where you take a book bottle. Anyway, so my two daughters this morning woke up to a text message I sent them where I had confirmed tickets for them to go see Taylor Swift in London this summer.
What?
And I'm gonna go with them. We're going to Wembley Stadium, baby.
What?
Oh,
Yes,
man.
sir. You're gonna see me in London. I'm gonna check out the palace. What's it called?
Yeah.
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham
I can't
Palace.
even. We're going to London Bridge. And hey,
Yeah.
we're going to see T Swizzle.
bridges
We're going to see
falling
T
down,
Swizzle,
falling
and
down.
I'm gonna see if I can get my I'm gonna see if I can get my my Deadpool girl Blake to be a guest at the concert, just so I just want to catch her walking by. That's all. I don't want to catch her walking by, cause that's all I want to catch.
Playing with fire.
That's what I just want to get a view from a long way away. You know, that's what I just want to see. I just want to say, just like
It's
that.
21st century now.
Hey,
Everybody
listen,
got
hey,
live cameras.
and I'm trying.
You can zoom in on that
listen,
thing.
I'm hoping Travis don't mess his game up with the girl, because I'm gonna get me a Kelsey jersey. Hopefully she'll point me out in the stands.
Well, I tell you what now, I hate to say it, but if he does, it'll be a hit song come out.
Ain't no doubt.
Shortly
Hey,
after.
I'm liable to hear it that night. He does. I'm here to tell you. Yeah, there's gonna be some karma, all right.
I'm trying to tell you now, it'll make a little bit
But yeah,
more money.
they woke up, they excited. Right now, I'm Daddy of the Year. We'll see if I can hold on to that. You know, I'm excited. I am happy for them because they wanted to go see her, and we always go on a summer vacation, and I've always wanted to take them to Europe. So that's what we're gonna do this summer, man. That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it.
I got to step up my game, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I love that.
I normally
like
take them down to Mexico for a week, but we're gonna
London time.
We're gonna go
I love
London
that.
time.
Go a little bit.
What's that song? London, 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 London.
Yeah,
There you go.
Now let's go and expand this to Wilson. Y'all subscribe, hit the
Yes,
bell,
sir.
like, and share with somebody overseas in London.
That's right.
Share.
Let them know we coming.
Yeah, let them know we coming over there, and
Let 'em know we coming.
share a little bit of the whistle with them.
That's right.
I think we should spread the whistle around.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Coach, I tell you what, man, it's been another great episode of Whistle, but we've had fun.
Always.
We have learned a little linebacker technique. We've learned a little technique about what to do and not to do at a concert with your girl. Okay, and then apparently, you know, we got some comedy technique.
We got
here
some
too,
comedy technique
that
here too.
we put out.
Yeah,
you know,
we got that.
and then we what was our SAT word for this episode?
Coach, Uncle Neely said it.
Yeah, I said, what did I say?
Uncle Neely said, I forget. Anyway,
Inflection.
Inflection, that was the word.
That's right, inflection.
Inflection.
And I like to think that we've coined a new phrase, booger bottom.
Booger bottom. I think
We've
we
coined
have.
a new phrase, booger
Because
bottom.
look, when I took my booger bottom at the time, I had a booger bottom, and I took her to the Usher concert. Guess what? We was in the mezzanine.
Yeah.
Because
She
couldn't go down
That's
there.
why you go.
Because I knew.
Did we not tell them last episode?
Come on.
Watch the game from the mezzanine section. Watch the concert from the mezzanine section.
You're safe.
So you're safe.
You're safe.
That's right.
She can't touch nobody
Get the
but
best
you.
view, and you won't get to go home with
And then
it.
she gonna be grinding on you.
That's right.
Oh, number one
She gonna
fan.
be on you.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what you do. All
Coach,
right.
hey, we're going to wrap it up here, man. Hey, folks, listen, we can't wait to come back next week.
Derek
and
Hall.
bring you another episode. Derek Hall, we thank you. Renee, we appreciate the T-shirts. We love you guys down in my people down in South Georgia. And we're going to wrap this thing up from the team room.
That's right.
At CU Buff facility from the
Buffs.
Whistle. Go Buffs.